do you think of Kranick?
I thought he was really good. You know, the way he attacked the zone and the way he uses his pitches. I thought he used his two-seam, which is a new pitch for him, and he got a ground ball, and he was really good to see. Velo was up, especially for this time of the year for a guy that's coming off a Tommy John surgery. So overall, I thought he did a really good job.
What can he show you in camp?
Well, the pitchability. You know, this is a guy that before he got hurt, he had really good stuff, and then last year when he got back from his injury, he was a little timid. But it was really, really good to see today the way he attacked the zone and the conviction that he was throwing his pitches. So,
Francisco talked about the adjustment that Acuna made today, letting things slow down both in the field and at bats. What did you see out of him today? And the exit velocity off of his bat looked special.
Yeah, no, I think the one thing that impressed me today was he got down 0-2 his first at bat, and then got back in the count. He, really good takes on a couple of tough pitches. That for me right away, I said something in the dog. I was like, all right, that looks good right there, And then for him to go the other way on that fastball 2-2 count, I think it was good. That's what you want to see out of these young guys. The way they're taking pitches, how they're battling at bats. The way they're competing and putting together some quality ABs. He was good, and obviously he got results today.
Very good. Yeah, I was just going to ask you defensively with Acuna too, Carlos. What do you look for out of him? I know it's a position he's probably going to project to long term that he's thinking about. Just again with kind of slowing the game down a little bit for him.
Yeah, and then getting used to the different angles, and then just like the game itself, the cuts and relays, the way to be in certain situations, where as a shortstop you need to be somewhere, as a second baseman might be different, whether it's covering a base, just the communication with the shortstop, and just the game reps itself. But the athleticism is there, and obviously the tools are there.
How helpful is it to have somebody like Lindor on the field with him like that?
Yeah, and that was one of the reasons we wanted, put him right there with Lindor, so he could see just the way Lindor goes about it. He's the leader on the infield, but whether it's a runner on first, and the communication from pitch to pitch is important, and then the conversations in between innings. Like what is he seeing from the pitchers, from the hitters, like the way they're reading swings. So coming from a guy like Lindor, and having him right next to him is important.
It's funny because we talk about the transition certain players have to make. We really haven't touched on the transition you've been making in spring training as a manager and doing all this. What's been the hardest thing for you to date?
I wouldn't say the hardest. It's just having those conversations with the players and getting a feel for where they at in certain situations, whether it's like a 3-0 count, when they looking to steal bases, just more of those conversations with the position players in the dugout now that we start playing games.